What's up, everybody? I'm
And
Belz,
I'm Mel.
and today we're gonna be doing Dragon Ball Daima episode 15.
If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. We have the early uncut access of Dragon Ball Daima over on our Patreon. The link to that will be in the description below. With that being said, let's jump to episode.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Third eye. Oh, the third eye. That's the one that he wanted. But I think the third eye is with that other guy with the belt. The one that's part of our team right now.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
That's funny. Goku like mid-fight.
Right.
Are you guys okay?
The thing is, they could take out those ships so fast. Like, come on, guys. You guys are Super Saiyans. You guys could take those things out like quick. Scared of a few little weapons.
They're really having a gunfight right now.
Right.
That's crazy.
Oh, dang. That thing actually paralyzes
Yeah, I got
you.
him.
Yeah, but it actually affects Goku pretty significantly. It can incapacitate you? Really? That's interesting.
Uh-oh. Nice. There we go.
That's
Took one down.
He's probably gonna get hit right away. Watch. Oh no, Vegeta's going ham right now. All right. Oh. Dang. Oh, the bugs to refill their energy. I thought he was talking about the fusion bug. That would have been good to see. I'm kind of surprised at these weapons. We're talking about Goku and Vegeta here. I know they're in their kid form, but we're talking about guys that literally repelled, took on beams and stuff that could like destroy a whole city, destroy a whole world. You know, these guys are world destroyers, and these weapons got the, you know, I don't necessarily like it. I think you can make an argument for it because they're in a new world. It's the demon world. They're probably using different kind of weapons, different kind of things that their bodies are not really used to. So you could make an argument for that. But it is kind of odd as a longtime Dragon Ball fan, like to see them kind of hiding away from basically guns. You know, that's kind of, it's weird to see.
But just like Goku had said, like, you know, just to counter you a little bit, it says looks like dealing with this might be rough in a kid's body, and I think other people might justify it because of what you know the whole kid's body thing. But I understand.
True, but these are kids that can go Super Saiyan 3. We just saw Vegeta do it, and they don't necessarily have to go Super Saiyan 3. They could just go. I have a hard time believing that these weapons can really hurt or you know, keep them at bay. Like they should be fast enough to dodge all of them. Like we're talking about Goku and Vegeta here. These guys should be fast enough. We're talking about these guys are going light speed, faster than the human eyes can keep up. And these guys are running away from weapons? Like, bro, these beams are not going as fast as Goku and Vegeta usually goes. I know they're children, but even if they're children, they're able to go Super Saiyan 3. Dog, I don't know. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around that. Probably that eye.
You see that eye?
Yep, we figured that was the
Third
eye. Makes sense. These guys are running for their lives. I can't wait to see what the new Ginyu Force.
Yeah.
If they're gonna show up at some point.
Yeah.
Those guys. Ginyu Force from Tamu. That's what people are saying in the comments.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
The Timu.
Yeah. They already got the Dragon Ball, man. Nothing y'all can do. Y'all gonna have to get that Dragon Ball from her. This guy looks a lot like Dabura.
So he's gonna be on the ground, boots on the ground.
Wait, so wait, he said go get.
Yeah, the belt. Go get that belt and bring it to me. So he's sending
Try
him.
to take it from him. Okay. Let's take a moment to explain. Whose voice is that? Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. We know this voice from somewhere. And it's kind of interesting. They're just going to explain us the eye here mid-episode.
Let's take a short break.
Right, to explain this. Power authority is a symbol to possess terrifying magic power. Unbelievable magic and became capable of wielding unworldly power. Really?
So why does he have that third eye?
It was stolen by someone. Huh. Interesting. So Dabura did this. Interesting. So Dabura did this to him.
I like how we're getting a backstory on this.
Yeah, this
third eye.
Yeah.
Got sent somewhere else.
Oh, he got sent where he needed to be. Oh no!
I see. Lost.
Yeah, was never heard from again. And then he became king. So he fell to his son. And then he found it, of course.
Cool looking eyeball. I'm just gonna put it on my belt.
Right. Hmm. This reminds me of One Piece. When you have these One Piece arcs where the crew goes through and fights so many soldiers and so
Oh
many
my
pirates
gosh.
to get to a certain point, and like they literally break down the map, and you see the Straw Hats have to go.
Yeah.
Like it literally reminds me of like One Piece, because One Piece does that a lot, where you have to go through a whole bunch of enemies
Excuse me.
to get to the actual people you want to fight.
見て、耳が丸い子がいる。何者かしら。
わしはもう年で願いを叶える手伝いに来ただけだ。自分で何とかせい。
あなたのそのベルト、素敵ね。
Random chick asking for his belt.
Is this
Definitely Degisu trying to get it.
Yeah.
I
Imagine.
don't think that's him, but
No, imagine it.
no, I think he just got somebody to work on it.
しちゃうんだけどな。バカ言え、そんなのいらない。
Well, this one.
その帽子となら交換してもいいぞ。
Oh, he's gonna trade it for the hat.
帽子？うん。いいけど。はい。
That was easy. Well, Nagoma's gonna get the belt.
うまくいったけど、なんかムカつく。
俺には再生能力がある。でも急所に当たれば終わりだ。
残念だけどあの光線銃、多分10日間は撃ち続けられるよ。
10 days straight. Wow. These guys are out here freaking sleeping.
もう我慢できねえ。
一気に型をつけるしかない。
What was that noise? Sounds big. It's like a big cannon. Oh, it's a tank. It looks like. Yeah, a whole bunch of tanks. Oh, dang. On the ground.
This, yeah, like their bodies can't tolerate this.
But yeah, like I still think Vegeta. Who is that? Huh. Dang, who's doing that?
I wonder if it's Degosu? What's it?
No, that's not. That couldn't be him. Oh, it's the dad. Oh, he
Came to the rescue. They
Pansy's
needed
dad.
help. Yeah, Pansy.
Interesting. But yeah, I still think this is kind of absurd that Vegeta, Goku, and Piccolo are having trouble with these things. Like, I know that it's the new weapons or whatever, technology or whatever, but if it was like early Dragon Ball Z Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo, or Dragon Ball,
Destroyed.
oh damn, he got messed up. Damn, he got messed up. Nah, he's alive.
I guess you have to think like, I guess they've never
Yeah.
been exposed to this
Yeah.
type of weapon.
Here they go. These guys are ready to fight.
There we go. Finally.
Now they got more people on their side.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That was clean. Everybody getting their shine on. Wow, finally going to Super Saiyan. My
Yeah.
goodness, what took so long, Goku?
It did take a while.
Look at that. From the air, blew a whole bunch of them out of there. This should have happened a while ago.
He's devastated.
All your soldiers are gone.
At least he got the belt.
I know, right?
He got what he wanted.
Now let's see. The real fight's probably gonna start now. Probably after the next episode. The Ginyu
The Ginyu
Force.
Force.
The Ginyu Force
2.0.
2.0. Tamu. Degasu didn't tell him about the belt.
I know, unless it wasn't him. Unless it was someone else after that belt, because
Right.
why wouldn't
Well,
he
unless
tell
he's
him?
not trying to give it to him.
Yeah.
やるじゃねえか王様たち
All right.
I know you have a lot to say.
Um.
Or maybe not a lot, because you did mention it
Yeah.
throughout the episode.
I know a lot of people have issues with Daima because of how it's kind of not. It's
Showcasing.
No, it's not showcasing. It's like Daima is very like people say, this is for kids. You know, it's not. There's none of the stuff.
Oh.
There's not besides Super Saiyan 3 and maybe when Goku went up against Tamagami 1. For Dragon Ball fans, what Dragon Ball fans really love, like let's say majority of Dragon Ball fans, and you know, people can argue this all day, but you know, numbers don't lie. You could see the numbers. People are more interested in the action, the fighting, the transformations in Dragon Ball. That's what people really love about Dragon Ball. There's story. People love story too in Dragon Ball. Obviously, if you've seen all of Dragon Ball, you know most of the story and everything. But for the most part, a lot of Dragon Ball fans want the action, the power fantasy, the transformations, and all that stuff. And Daima, in a lot of ways, feels like a series that's not for established Dragon Ball fans. It doesn't seem like it's. And a lot of people say, "Where's Super?" Because a lot of people read the manga, and obviously we've never read it. We don't really. I know some of the stuff that happened in the manga because obviously it's been out for a while. I've seen some speculation on Twitter and stuff. I've never read it, but I've seen different things with different transformations with different characters and stuff like that. But a lot of people say, yo, they wanted Dragon Ball Super to come back. They wanted that kind of stuff because there's a lot of interesting, cool things that happen in Dragon Ball Super when it continued that people would like to be animated. But Daima, on the other hand, is not necessarily that. Daima does have a story. There's a story here. The story is very. You can follow the story. It's very good, right? It's not like the best story ever, but it's for Dragon Ball, it's good. It's a good story. It's a good thing. It's a good avenue. You know, Demon Realm, new characters, new possibilities. They're talking about different things and how the universe was created and stuff like that. So there's good lore there, good things there as well. But in a lot of ways, Daima, when the way it's being presented to us right now, it's as if this is not for OG Dragon Ball fans, people that are familiar with the series. It's more so for newcomers.
Do you think it's
Like,
also more geared
for
toward
kids.
younger?
Yeah, I think it's geared for kids, younger kids, trying to get them into the Dragon Ball IP, into the Dragon Ball universe, and introduce them to what Dragon Ball is. Because you know, and this is relevant because I've never fully watched the original Dragon Ball. I was more of a Z kid growing up. I tried to watch the OG Dragon Ball like a few years ago, but it was so old and everything, and I just, you know, watching it in that style is just, if they make a remake, I'll definitely be all for it, but just watching it in that style just wasn't for me. And a lot of people love the OG Dragon Ball and stuff like that. And they say that OG Dragon Ball has the better story compared to everything Dragon Ball. But I feel like that's a minority, because when you really look at the numbers, like we're talking numbers here, it seems like more people are more into the action and the power fantasy and all that stuff. The story's cool and all, but Dragon Ball is not your best story out there. We got Attack on Titan. We got a whole bunch of other animes out here that got crazy stories compared to what Dragon Ball has, right? But it does seem like Daima is more geared for kids, more geared for a new audience, kind of building or trying to build a new audience, new sets of eyes, and grow the series with a newer audience. Because the younger you keep your series, the better in the long run, right? Because these people become fans for a longer period of time. Because us, not me, I'm obviously not the youngest here. We're not the youngest people around, but we're not the oldest people around either. But people, there's some dinosaurs out there that love Dragon Ball and stuff, and people
dinosaurs,
they're gonna people are gonna die off at some point, right? But so you want to cater to a younger audience to like keep yourself
and not only that, but I think maybe a younger audience can start watching Dragon Ball Daima, and then they'll start trickling down to like Super, or like, but this is like an introduction to Dragon Ball maybe for like the younger people,
right? And
then once Daima finishes, they'll probably pick up like Dragon Ball Super, or
exactly. So like it's like an avenue for like to like kind of like get into the series and actually check out more of the series, and in the future.
I'm not hating on that.
No, I'm not hating on that either, but going to like when we're talking about like, because a newer viewer might have a different perspective on what they watched this episode compared to OG, right? Someone that's familiar with the Dragon Ball franchise for a very long time. And we're talking about characters, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. We're talking about characters. They are so strong. It's not even, it's unimaginable how strong they are. And this ain't even the Temu Ginyu force. And they're out here fighting regular old soldiers with some guns or whatever. Granted, they're weapons that in a new world that they've never really dealt with before or anything like that. But we're talking about Goku. This ain't Yamcha. This ain't Tien. This ain't Krillin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's and obviously I think it's done this way also because, if Goku and Vegeta came out here and just killed it, like destroyed everybody or whatever, just like there's no story here. Like, it's whatever. So they have to like dress it some way somehow to tell a story throughout episodes.
And I think
I'm sure they're gonna have a legit threat with Dooku. I think they're gonna be a legit threat, especially if they fuse, because I feel like Doo's very strong, Ku's very smart, and this eye thing with Goma, and obviously the Tamagamis we're no pushovers either, but these are foot soldiers with regular weapons and tanks and whatever. Like, you just should have cleaned out this thing, like, instantly. They should have cleaned those dudes out. And Piccolo too. I keep saying Goku, but Piccolo too. Piccolo by himself should have done it. But so yeah, it's it's interesting as a longtime Dragon Ball fan seeing that I guess it's a little criticism from my part, and I'm not scared to criticize it. No, I haven't really criticized a show in a while now. I'm sure the comments will be spicy.
I think the last show you criticized was maybe like Mushoku or something. Right? It's been a while. That's what I'm saying. Like the last time.
No, but not like that. No, I don't think so. I think there's something more recent. It's just we can't remember. But maybe that's what's in your mind. But yeah. I wonder what I would like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about that. Specifically, longtime Dragon Ball fans, and I'm sure longtime Dragon Ball fans will also, because people don't like when their favorite series get criticized in some ways, and I'm not really fully criticized because I told my point of view and what I think they're trying to achieve here with Daima, but I don't know, it's just I don't know,
Did you think going into Dragon Ball Daima that they would cater to long-term Dragon Ball fans and not necessarily a newer audience?
to be honest, I don't think I don't think anybody ever expected Daima.
Yeah,
I think
like you
people
didn't
just
even.
people
that
expected
thought
just
didn't cross
Super.
your
No,
mind.
I think people just expected Super to come back, and like after
Right.
so long, when Dragon Ball took like when the Tournament of Power finished, Dragon Ball went on such a break, and you're like, yo, what's like Dragon Ball was at the peak. Like Dragon Ball was like, people love Dragon Ball, right? And Toei just stopped, and obviously they focus on different things, and Toei has a lot of stuff going on. They got One Piece and Dragon Ball, two of their biggest ones. But I think when Super came finished, they had like some kind of zombie one that took the place of Super. We checked out like one episode, and it wasn't whatever.
Zom 100.
No, it wasn't Zom 100.
Oh.
That's way too later on down the line. But that's not even. I don't think that's Toei's IP either. But whatever. Point is, people expected Dragon Ball Super. We got Daima, and for the most part, I don't think this is what Dragon Ball fans wanted. And I do think that Daima has a lot to offer. I do think it's building on the world, it's building on the lore of Dragon Ball, which is really good. And obviously we got new things like seeing Vegeta go in Super Saiyan 3 for the first time. That's not something we've ever gotten. That's the first time we've ever seen Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3, so that's cool as well. So I think Daima has a lot of cool things to offer for OG Dragon Ball fans as well. But for the most part, it doesn't seem to be that. But we might still have some surprises in the next few episodes. I'm still waiting on that fusion thing, because that fusion bug, that could be cool to see. And we'll just have to wait and see how what Daima has in store for us. But I do think we're gonna probably see some cool stuff in the near future here, and hopefully in the future we do get Super to come back and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just this episode specifically, and no, I haven't said anything really crazy on the other episodes, but this episode specifically, when Vegeta and Goku, Piccolo kind of struggling with these guys here, I'm like, that this episode could have been, we could have not done with this episode. I would have rather this episode be focused on something else and just say something else. But for Goku and Vegeta to be struggling the whole episode against these guys, I just can't. It just, as a long-time Dragon Ball fan, that was kind of odd. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Link in the description below.
Definitely, guys. See you guys later. Struckbybelz out.